Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Janet Yong, and in my channel I share about Feng Shui, Bazi, entrepreneurship as well as personal growth, especially in the areas of communication, success and motivation. Today is the second part of the personal growth series for 2025 that I'll be sharing on my channel. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you and welcome back again. Today, what would I be sharing? I was thinking through and reflecting in my 2025 goals as to what should I be sharing on YouTube in the year 2025. And as I was looking through my journey, I thought that by sharing my journey of the ups and downs and where I've been through, it may actually help, especially when I'm sharing and talking to my clients nowadays, where there are so much uncertainty and how should we be dealing with it. Now, if you have been following me on my channel, you would know that I was in the corporate and then went into Chinese metaphysics and wrote my 4 books, including starting a training business as well as a platform. Now, through COVID, then everything changed and I had to re-strategize and reposition what I would like to do. So in this particular series, I would like to share with you my journey, and hopefully through my journey itself, it may shed some light as to what you can do to plan for yourself when moving towards these uncertain times. For today, I will be just sharing what I would be doing for 2025, and in the next episode, I'll be sharing about how to deal with uncertainties and how do you plan for it, especially when we look at the 6 luck pillar clash, which I started going through in 2020. You may ask, well, every one of us plan for the next year, so what's so different about yours? I totally agree, but I think it is more the process rather than what we exactly do that is crucial. So every year, I will only start looking at the next year in the month of March or April, which is the current phase right now. Why is this the case? Because I am actually quite tied up, as you can see, during the Chinese New Year period, and I don't have a calm enough mind to really think about what I would like to do in the new year. So it's the same for all of you. When you're actually looking at planning for the next phase or next year, it is crucial to spend some time doing some reflection, thinking through what you have achieved, what are the experiences that you gained in the previous year in order for you to take the step forward. So for my case, for both 2023 and 2024, I was actually looking at how I can basically move on to the next phase of my life. Now, what do you mean by next phase of my life? Next phase mainly because my son has already grown up. He's going to graduate this year, and therefore the responsibility as a parent in providing for your child, it's no longer there. And therefore, I should look at what it is that I should be looking at in terms of taking of my own health, since I'm already in my 50s, and what should be done. As mentioned previously, I usually utilize my vision board in terms of where I would like to be in the next 5 to 10 years, and then from there I will set my New Year's goals. So for 2025, the first step I took was reflecting on my 2024 goals, what I've achieved, what are my experiences. So to share a little bit about my 2024 goals, one of it was actually to basically focus on wellness, and that's why you notice that I did quite a bit of wellness videos previously, as well as the period 9 alignment series, where I also interview doctors about mental wellness, emotional wellness. If you have not watched that particular series, please remember to click on this link and watch the relevant videos in the series itself. So in 2024, I decided to run a retreat on my own. And I'm thankful for all the participants who have participated. And to do that particular retreat, I had to go for my own personal development in mindfulness as well. So that's what I did. Besides doing my own retreat, I released a course on period 9 abundance and how you can handle the uncertainties, the mindset that you can be looking at. If you are keen to understand a little bit more about that particular online program, you can click on this link to find out a little bit more. It was quite interesting because my mind was really focusing on wellness. I had this particular dream where I'm supposed to go for a retreat, not done by myself, but by another master, my benefactor, Dato Joey Yap. So I went for a China excursion, and in that particular retreat, I basically gained a lot of insights from myself in terms of moving forward, in terms of spiritually as well as from a wellness perspective. So there are of course other goals, like in terms of trying to release cash. The cash came in a totally unexpected form. So what these experiences bring to me is that at times there may be certain things and intentions that we set to do, but the outcome may not necessarily be what you expected in exactly the same way that you want to. However, at the end of the day, my objective of releasing cash did come about, and I'm really happy about that. And the entire experience, as I mentioned to you, is not to be too attached to how things should be done or the expectations of a certain kind of outcome. So those are the experience and reflection that I had that will bring me moving forward to 2025. So what would I be planning for myself for 2025? For 2025, in terms of moving on to the next phase, one of the key things that I looked at when going towards my vision board is really investing in myself. Now, you may ask the question, why invest in yourself? At this age, you're already in your 50s and not when you're younger, when you're in your 20s, 30s or 40s. To me, I think investing in yourself is the number one key in every stage of your life. It's just that what you are investing in yourself in the different stage of life is different, and therefore you should pause, reflect and look at what are your goals. Now, for my case, investing in myself, 3 key areas. The first is actually wellness. As we are getting on in our age and with the 6 luck pillar clash, I have to be careful in terms of my own physical health. So one of the key things this year that I put in place is making sure that I go for regular exercises in terms of going more for yoga sessions, Pilates sessions, as well as longer walks. Not so much in pushing my circulatory heart health, mainly because as we grow older, our bones get weaker and running is not one of the key things that I should be focusing, right? So that's from a physical wellness perspective. From a mental and emotional wellness perspective, based on what I've learned from the last 2 years in terms of mindfulness and the excursions, I will also be spending more time doing my own mindfulness practices, meditation practices, so that I can stay more present and in the moment and be able to enjoy what I have in life right now. And the second goal that I'm looking at is actually with the freedom now, without having to look after my son in terms of financial responsibilities for him, I can look at longer holidays for myself to reward myself for a job well done, for bringing up a son that is responsible and knows what he wants. And I'm also proud of his achievements in life. So those are the key things I think as we move forward as parents. The key is not so much about getting them to listen to us all the time, because they have their own values, they have their own decision making. The key is they have their own path and challenges in life that they should be facing and learning from, just like us. So we should not really interfere with their decisions about what kind of job they should take, who they should be going out with, kind of wedding ceremony. I think those add on to stress, not only to ourselves, but also to our younger generation as well. Well, this is how I think. I think that usually makes me a happier person. So that's why I'm able to travel more and have longer holidays. We did a 39-day holiday in Europe in 2023. We did more than 40 days in 2024. And I'm looking forward to doing more than 50 days in 2025. So that's the second part. Now, the third part, in terms of goal that I would like to achieve for myself this year, it's really about investing in continuing education. Now, as the world is moving forward, whatever that we have learned in our younger days, even for me, I think we have to continuously learn and adapt. In 2017, I did a course and got a certificate in digital marketing and diploma in curriculum development. And over the years, I learned video editing generally from practice, from YouTube videos. But with AI coming on board, I decided to do an AI course on how to utilize AI application on social media last year. And therefore, for this year, the course that I'll be focusing and taking on is looking at AI applications on how to improve productivity as an individual, as a business owner, so that we can move ahead with times and understand how the world is changing, because many people say that more than 50% of the existing jobs will be gone in the next 5 to 10 years because of the advent and the advancement in AI, right? So I don't want to be losing out as well, and I'd like to see how I can utilize the trends to help myself to move forward. So these are the 3 key areas that I'm looking for myself in terms of moving forward in 2025. What about you? It would be great if you can share what you think in the comments in the video itself. And I look forward to seeing you next, where I'll share more about tackling the 6-luck cycle clash or any clashes in your chart that bring about uncertainties as well as fear or anxiety, and how, from my perspective, I handle it as I move forward. Thank you for spending time watching this particular video. I hope to see you in my next part of the series itself. Goodbye.